Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to learn about operator blocks. The first four operator blocks are basic maths operators. This one stands for plus, this one stands for subtraction, this one stands for multiplication, and this one stands for division. So you can see when we click it, it shows the answer. This also shows the answer, and it will be the same with the division block. These were the first four blocks. This is my fifth block. Pick random 1 to 10. Now what will you do if you have to pick up a random block? You will just pick one of these. Now suppose we have to pick up a random and different number each time. So we will select a range from 3 to 4.5, and now we need a random number of this range, 4.3 and blah 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 blah. This is our random number. So as you can see, it mostly has given us different numbers every time. Now this is used in the control blocks, the condition blocks. It has an edge, triangular edge. Now these are the comparative blocks. Remember, this means number greater than 50. This means number smaller than 50. This means number equal to 50. These three blocks are very handy because we do not know which number will come. So suppose this is our code. And now we need to know if these are true or not. This is false because the random number was not greater than 50. This is also false because it was not smaller than 50. This was also false because the random number was not equal to 50. This is how to compare two numbers. Now let's see how we can compare four numbers and get the answer. There are mainly two blocks used for this purpose: the OR block and the AND block. Okay, now this is the greater than block. So if we put 80, and for this we put pick random, 1 to 10. So we want the greater number than 50. So we will use a range 80 and 60. 60 to 80. Now what? Since both the statements are true, now let's make one of these statements false. You can see that only one of these statements is false, but it will report false. But if we do the same with this, the OR block, now what? We are getting true because one of them is true. If both of them are false, then only it will report false, else it will report true. Not. Now this is an odd block. You see, 80 is not equal to 50, but it is reporting true because it reports the not block reports the opposite of what it is given. You see, this reports false. But now we put it in the not block, it will report true. Now let's move on to our next. Join apple, banana. Apple, banana. Okay. Now, see? So it joins the given phrases. It can also join big sentences and and random numbers and the round edge blocks. By round edge blocks, I mean all the kind of round edge blocks, even loudness, timer, and answer, and mouse X and Y. Now, moving on to the next block, we see letter 1 of apple. Suppose I do not know what the letter number 1 of my loudness is. Minus. Blah 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 blah. So if I make noise, then it will tell the letter number 1 of my loudness. Moving on to the next block, we have length of apple. What will you do if you have to find the length of a big word? This can come in handy, right? Like 11. That was quick. And we can embed it into our codes. We will know how to use these blocks in the 10th part of our course. Apple contains A. This is a block which reports true if the given word contains any letter or any number like this. So programming contains A. Now programming does not contain the letter 1. So it is reporting false. Now comes the harder bit, the mod. Suppose you have two numbers that are not divisible and you want their remainder. So this block can come in handy. So 8, and now we divide it by 3. Now what is the remainder? 2. So so 6 is divisible by 3 and there is the 2 remainder that makes 8. So mod simply gives us the remainder of two undivisible numbers. Now round. Suppose you have the number 1.5 and you have to round it off. It will become 2. So this block can very come in handy. Now comes the hardest and the last block of our operator's block palette. I am going to share only 3 of these because they are a lot, and this is advanced math. Floor means simply rounding off. So floor simply rounds it off to the floor. So suppose we have the number 150. According to the rounding off rules, the rounded off number should be 200. But it is showing 150 only. 15. So it only rounds off the decimals. So according to the rounding rules, 15.6 shall be rounded off to 16. But it is rounded off to 15 because it finds the nearest smallest number. Okay. And the opposite of that is ceiling. Even if I put 15.2 and according to the rounding rules it should be 15, it will only round off to 16. Now these all are advanced math. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helps you to understand the basics of Scratch operator block palette. Please like, subscribe and share and comment if you have any doubts. Bye bye.